Hello everyone. In this session, we'll talk about the new topic sparse matrix. At the end of this session, you'll be able to explain the sparse matrix and its representations using array and linked list. And also you'll be able to create and implement the sparse matrix using an array and linked representations. Let's see the definition of a sparse matrix. Just think about a matrix. A matrix is used to represent the data in the form of rows and columns. If you want to represent the data in a tabular form, then you take the help of the matrix. The matrix is implemented in any programming language with the help of 2D array, where the sparse matrix is also a matrix, but it contains a few number of non-zero elements. That means it contains more number of zero elements. Take this example, an array with the 5 rows and 6 columns, where if you look at this matrix, there are only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 non-zero elements. So here this is of a size that is a 5 into 6 matrix, that is 30. It should contain the 30 elements, but out of 30 it is holding only 6 non-zero elements. Let's take an scenario where a matrix is of a size 100. That means you are allocating memory for 40,000. Where if you take each element or taking 4 bytes, then you need to allocate memory for 40 bytes. So in this situation, just suppose if this array is holding only 10 non-zero elements, in that case, you need to trace the matrix for 10,000 times to access the 10 elements. Hence, so here these are the advantages to use the sparse matrix, where as it is storing the less number of non-zero elements, then it will occupy less memory. So then you can reduce the storage space with the help of the sparse matrix. As we are dealing with a less number of non-zero elements, then obviously the computing time will be reduced. So these two are the advantages of the sparse matrices. Where the sparse matrix can be represented in two ways. One is using an array representation, which is also called as a triplet representation. Then the another kind of the representation is with the help of the linked list, that is called as the linked representation. Let's see the representation of a sparse matrix using an array, which is called as a triplet representation. Here we will be considering the three values, the row, column and value, where the value is the non-zero elements. Okay, so the position of the non-zero element in this sparse matrix is given by the index of row and column. Hence, row is the index of row where non-zero element is located. Similarly, column is the index of column where non-zero element is located. Now, take this sparse matrix as an example. Identify the non-zero elements. So you take the triplet in the form which takes 3 rows. The first row is giving information about the row. The second row is giving about the information column. And the third row is the non-zero element in this sparse matrix. And whereas the number of columns are depending upon the number of non-zero elements. First, identify how many number of non-zero elements are there in this example. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hence, the number of rows are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, coming to the non-zero value 3, which is located at row 0 and column 2. Hence, at row 0 and column 2, we are storing the value as a 3. Now, consider the non-zero element 4, which is located at row 0 and column 4. So, row 0, column 4, there we store the value as a 4. Similarly, you move down to row 1. So, in row 1, the non-zero elements are 5 and 7. So, row 1, column 2, the value is 5. Row 1, column 3, the value is 7. Now, here, there are no non-zero elements. So, move down to the last row. The last row is 3. Here you are having two non-zero elements situated at the column 1 and 2. The value is 2 and 6. So this is the representation of the sparse matrix using an array. Now, whereas coming to the representation of the sparse matrix using the linked list, here we'll take a node of we'll take a node with the 4 parts, 4 fields, where the first field holds the information about the row, the second field is about the column, and third field is the value, the non-zero element in this parts matrix, and the next node, which is the pointer, holds the address of the next node. Just see an example here, the sparse matrix, which we are representing with the help of the linked list, where each row is taking the form as in where the structure of the node is consisting of 4 fields. The first field is the row, second field is the column, third field is the non-zero value, and fourth field is the address of the next node. So starting from the first non-zero element, which is situated at row 0, column 2, the value is 3. It is storing the address of the next non-zero element. So the next non-zero element is a 4, which is located at row 0, column 4, and the value is 4. Then it is pointing to next non-zero element. So move down to the next row. So in the next row, the non-zero element is 5, hence it is attached to 5. Next to 7, and so on. So this is the representation of sparse matrix